Namaskar. Welcome to today's episode, which is vegetarian versus non-vegetarian. My name is Ninad and here is my friend who is a non-vegetarian. We are in a debate. Hello everyone, I am a non-vegetarian. We are going to discuss about this issue in detail today. So please be with us. This is really going to be interesting. So are we going to fight today? No. We are not. You sure? We'll see. Okay. So you can put your point first. You can proceed, please. Okay. So here it goes. It is going to be a bit serious, okay? Yeah. We need to understand this, that Earth has a limited quantity of resources. Each and every action which we take, we need to think about it. We cannot just blatantly do something because we believe in something, okay? If all of us, you and me, become vegetarians, there is not enough food on the planet. How all of us will survive? This debate doesn't have a point, because you are asking to do something which is not right for the human population. What you have to speak on this. And please, we are talking on just facts. So stick to facts, okay? Okay, I understand. We need to talk on facts. So here comes facts. On the planet of the available agriculture land, 77% of the land is used to raise and feed the livestock. Just 23% of the land is used to feed humans. So do you see the difference? 77% and 23%. And also, out of the 23% of the land which grows food for humans, 1/3 of the food in the world gets wasted. You knew this? Just imagine if every human being on the planet became a vegan, we can turn this 77% of the land into forest. The total area of Russia plus China plus USA and India. This is the whole area which will come under forest. This is mind-boggling. What do you say now? Okay, so if we have enough food, who will take care of these animals if we stop eating them? Pigs, chickens, cows, everything. They need us. We give them food, we give them shelter, and in return, we eat them. What is wrong in this? I don't see a point. And just imagine, if we stop eating seafood, the whole ocean will burst out with fishes. There has to be a cycle, and this is the cycle. What is wrong? Okay, I get it. We all need to understand that life on this planet is not a new happening. Life has been thriving since the last 3.5 billion years on this planet. In that, just last 50,000 years are such where human beings had an active participation because of their high numbers in the world. That means it is 0.00143%. This is the time frame where we existed on this planet. This world, the oceans, lands, life, microbes, flora and fauna have been here in a perfect cycle and balance since this long. Not even once did the ocean fill up with fishes. It was all in an ecological loop. There was a cycle to it, and it still maintains the cycle until we, humans, entered the race and we disrupted the entire cycle. And about we taking care of them, we need to understand that animals, birds, plants, this all things are well equipped to take their own care. Their survival processes is already in their hands. We don't have to interfere. If we just keep aside, they will do what they need to do very well. They have been doing that since millions of years. The problem came when we took their reproduction in our hands to fulfill the demand. We want more milk, chicken, beef, everything. And due to this, more and more human interfered animal reproduction is being done throughout the world. You just imagine. There are 80 billion animals which are killed every single year. That is 11 times the population of humans on this planet. Okay, now if you cannot go to a lion and tell him that go eat that grass, or you cannot do the same with a tiger, then how can you tell me? This is not right. This is survival of the fittest. This is nature's cycle. Come on, don't play with it. I urge all of you, don't play with it. You cannot compare animals and birds to humans, right? Most of the animals and birds live through their survival instincts. They are not conscious. Human beings are ruling the planet because we are conscious. We can decide what to do, what not to do. Animals and birds don't have this choice. You need to listen to this. Facts. Carnivorous animals are only capable of cutting action. Through their jaws, only they can cut. they cannot grind. Human beings have a cutting action and also a grinding action. There is an enzyme in our saliva which is known as ptyalin, which converts carbohydrates into sugar right in our mouth. Here, digestion process begins here. This is called mastication. And if this happens properly, 50% of the digestion happens right in our mouth. This is not possible in carnivores. They just cut and swallow the food. If we look at the length of the alimentary canal, for herbivorous animals, it is 5 to 6 times the length of their own bodies. And for carnivores, it is just 2 to 3 times their own body length. So human beings fall in the category of herbivorous in this also. Now another significant point is that herbivorous animals need to eat daily. Most of the carnivorous animals only eat once in 3 to 4 days, sometimes 15 days. We need food daily, right? We need it. Okay, so if I'm not a carnivorous animal, how am I supposed to get the needed nutrients and proteins for my body? Vegetarian food doesn't have that. I need some sort of nutrients for my body, for my health. Am I asking more? Oh yes, this reminds me of something. We talked about the 77% and the 23% of the agricultural land divide, right? Now out of this 77% of the land which is used for the livestock, only 18% of the calorie supply is coming. The rest is coming from the 23% of the crops which we grow to eat ourselves. And about protein, yes, this word is really important. So the protein, 63% of the protein comes from the 23% of that land, not from that 77%. All the facts which I'm saying with their references are in the description. You can check that. Vegetarian food provides us a more balanced diet, including all needed minerals for our bodies. And in this, the Indian culture had an elaborate science on what to eat and how to eat. In different seasons, different things were recommended to eat, which would be a combination of the seasonal crops, millets, pulses, vegetables, which would properly balance our diet with wheat and rice. Unfortunately, this science is getting lost in the blind following of the Western food culture. We need to stop creating excuses to hide our compulsions. Okay. I must say, you have done a good research, good facts. Seriously, good one. And now, I'm sure you will come up with something like eating non-vegetarian food will cause global warming, right? Global warming will come, right? Okay. You see guys, people can go to any extent to prove themselves right. Any extent. Global warming. Bolo. Coming to the facts. Most of us think that pollution in the air is only created by vehicles or oil industries or the carbon dioxide. But it is not right. There are different kinds of greenhouse gases which create this whole climate change and global warming. You will be shocked to know that 18% of the greenhouse gas emissions in the world come from animal agriculture. And this is due to the methane gas which is released by all of this livestock. Now methane gas is 25 to 100 times much more destructible than carbon dioxide. And the greenhouse gas potential of methane is 86 times that of carbon dioxide. The animal agriculture is also responsible for the 65% of the human-related emissions of nitrous oxide. Now nitrous oxide has a greenhouse gas potential of 296 times that of CO2. Only cows produce 150 million gallons of methane every single day. This was about the air. Now let's come to water. Now the animal agriculture industry is responsible for the 70% of the fresh water consumption in the entire world. 78% of the global ocean and freshwater pollution is due to this. Out of all the animals and birds life on this planet except human beings, 94% of the biomass which is generated is due to the animal agriculture industry. Only 6% comes from the animals who stay in jungles. And while we are talking about Swachh Bharat and sewage plants, all of this 94% of the biomass goes untreated into the oceans or fresh waters. The rainforests in Amazon and in Indonesia are being shattered. They are being cut just to increase more agricultural land and grow palm oil or the food or the crops which we are going to feed the animals whom we are going to consume one day. Out of the 28,000 species of animals and birds which are endangered in the world, 24,000 of them are directly threatened by the animal agriculture or the aquaculture industries. Sorry to stretch this long, but I am not even entering the realm of animal brutality and cruelty yet. And I'm not going there. You can find thousands of videos on animal brutality on the internet. You can get that. But I want to ask you one question. Few days back in India, a pregnant elephant was fed firecrackers put in pineapple, and she died due to that. And everybody, the entire country stood for it, that this was wrong. But what about India being the top exporter of buffalo beef? Every year, every day, thousands of them are dying. We are killing them. What about that? They are not black enough? In 2018, India exported about 1.9 billion kilograms of beef. That is about 8.8 million buffaloes every year. Oh, okay, cruelty, right? Yeah, cruelty. Okay. Are not plant and trees life? Don't they feel pain? How can you differentiate between two life forms? Okay, I will eat this and I will not eat this. See, we need to understand this. Plants are surely life, but they do not have pain receptors. They don't have a nervous system. They don't have a brain. So they don't feel pain as animals do. I am not saying that cutting plants is not cruel. It is. But it is required for our survival. Whatever is needed for our survival, the food, I'm talking about the food, we should do that in a minimal scale. Just what is needed. We should not go about it in a rampage way just to please our taste buds. We should act in a least cruel way. Got it? I understand everything that you say, but is it not my choice and my freedom to decide what to eat and what not to eat? What to do and what not to do? How can somebody else tell me that what I should do? This is a free country and I am free to do anything. This is my azadi. Please. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? Okay, I get this. I knew this, that at last it would come to this. My choice, my freedom. I leave it to you. I leave it to you all. You need to decide what you want to do and what you do not want to do. Nobody can force anybody. But the thing is, we just have one planet. We may look in the telescope and find different planets and think whether there is water or not. We are not going anywhere. Please understand. This is the only place we have. We need to save this. Our body is just the mud. Everything we have seen and experienced is here on this planet, which is thriving us, which is making us live. We need to respect that. We owe this to the soil on which we walk, the life around us, our future generations, trees and birds, the air, and most importantly, our Mother Earth. Our Indian culture has always taught us that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means that entire universe is a family, not only human beings. Every animal, bird, creature, everybody is a part of ourselves. We are living because they are living. If they don't exist, we will cease to exist. The sooner we understand this, the better it will be for us. And if we don't have guts to listen to hard-hitting facts, then we have no right to stand for environment and animal cruelty and this and that. Please, you see something straight or you don't. That's it. So with this, I will conclude today's video. Please let us know your views and your ideas in the comments below. I'm not trying to make a clear distinction that what is right and what is not. I'm just putting out facts. And this is necessary for our earth, for our planet, for our life. And this is why I have put out it very straight, to the point. I hope you like it. If you like it, do share the video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Namaskar.